Salida, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jim and welcome to the Sounds German review of the new Sulphur Aeon album, The Scythe of Cosmic Chaos. This German death metal band covers a topic that might be all too familiar for metalheads, the Cthulhu myth that was created by H.P. Lovecraft, with The Scythe of Cosmic Chaos being their third full-length album after a demo, one EP, and of course 2 full-length albums. As you might know, the Cthulhu myth has inspired lots and lots of artists, lots and lots of bands or music projects, so seeing another one in that vein is probably not the most surprising thing. And indeed, the music Sulphur Aeon delivers here itself is not the most surprising thing either. It starts off mystical enough, but after not even a minute starts to go into pretty straight death metal territory. The drumming gets shown off right away with short but brutal bursts, and almost feels like the drums generally take a bit of a center stage on this album. They are basically always present, and the drummer is an absolute beast. In some parts of this album you really have to wonder if that guy is an octopus, because there is some speed and force at work here that does not seem humanly possible at times. The opening track, Cult of Starry Wisdom, not only demonstrates the impressive drumming, but also the vocals quite well. While it starts out with the choir-like clean vocals, it doesn't waste much time to evolve into mean growls and shouts. Vocalist M has no problem switching from one style to the other amidst the thick guitar walls this track spits out, and he is capable in every style present here. I personally found especially the chanting like choir passages incredibly well done, where M, at least partially, manages to hit the tone of a pleading cultist just perfectly. And then just a minute before the track ends, there is this almost relaxing bridge that leaves the spotlight to the guitars, and it's just beautiful. And really, in terms of death metal, Sulphur Aeon delivered an incredibly solid album here. Ugothian Spell greets you with fast and hard riffs and equal drumming throughout, which is only broken up by another chanting-like part in the middle and near the end. The whole album has an almost violent atmosphere to it, which I guess sort of fits these elder gods that, as we know through the lyrics, don't really have the best in mind for humanity. However, one thing this album lacks, and I'll admit this is a bit of a pet peeve of mine, is this sort of otherworldly atmosphere I connect with the mythos of Lovecraft. Sulphur Aeon played pretty straight on this album throughout, no matter if they sing about Nyarlathotep or Hastur or any other of the elder gods for that matter. The tracks sound quite similar in that respect. They create a somewhat similar atmosphere, and given the different personalities and backgrounds of these characters, I feel Sulphur Aeon could have tickled far more out of it. It's basically a straight up death metal homage to no matter what god they sing about. And you don't have to go into crazy experimental territory here either. I have to think of, for example, the Vision Bleak, who also dedicated multiple tracks to various Lovecraftian gods that all had a very distinct feel between them, without abandoning the line the band was walking on. However, that doesn't make this into a bad album. I think the aforementioned violent atmosphere also fits the topic at hand, and Sulphur Aeon managed to realize that part quite well without a doubt. No matter if Veneration of the Lunar Orb or Lungs into Guilds, the latter of which turned out to be my favorite of the whole album, these guys managed to build up a wall of guitars with a fundament of hard drumming and well-realized vocals. The production is also on point, for which I have to again point out the drums here, which feel ever so present, but never overwhelming or put too far in behind the mix. Everything is perfectly audible, and center stage is given to what feels to be the most important instrument at the moment. Same for the vocals, which sound fittingly vicious and dark all the time, last but not least because M clearly knows how to play to his own strengths here. He knows not to try to go into too high registers when singing clean, and in return the vocals are absolutely on point. So, as a conclusion, Sulphur Aeon certainly know how to do death metal. The Scythe of Cosmic Chaos comes up with screeching guitars and riffs that smash down like walls, energetic and sometimes incredibly fast drumming, and vocals that cover everything between trance-like chanting and vicious growling. As a depiction of the Lovecraftian myth, I feel it's lacking in delivering and presenting each god in its own unique way and feel. But as a death metal album, this is a super solid addition to your collection that gives you exactly what it promises. So, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, leave a like for the video or just subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and want more reviews for bands and artists you have probably never heard of before. If you have listened to the album, let me know with a comment what you thought about it, and if you want to check it out now, you can find all the relevant links in the description below. You can also find my social media accounts linked there. If you want to check out some random music, I do post at least one music video per day there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Have a nice day. Salida.